Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Okay. Yes. Just wait a minute. They're gonna start joining soon. Oh. Richie.
Well, man, tired. So Albert, you play the keyboard? Is that a piano I see behind you?
Yes, piano back there, man. I got it for my kids, though.
Okay, nice one. Fred also plays. I have no musical bone in me, so. And I don't have a singing voice. You don't want to hear me sing, so.
Oh yeah, Fred is up. Yeah, one of my friends. Fred is on now. Wow, Fred, how are you doing?
I think he's still trying to connect.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Yeah. Doing good. Thanks for coming. Richard, how are you, Richard?
Doing good, and you?
Yeah, blessed, bro. Yeah. Okay, let's wait for some few minutes. Couple of people are joining, so yeah. So Richard, today you have the chance to ask your question about the business.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Yeah. So let's wait for like 5 minutes and like 3 more minutes, then we hit it. Okay. All right. Hey, Albert, you can play your keyboard or stuff. What you were playing?
Get that cool music, huh?
Yeah, the cool music. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, start to know.
Ooh, now you're taking me to jazz land. That's my gig.
I only kiss him. Why? Okay. One more minute, then we hit it. Hey, good. Are you not joining? We started. I told you 7. It's today, man. Okay. Okay, let's give just 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Yeah, some people are joining. They just texted me here. So yeah, hello, man. Yeah, we are on, but we've not started. I'm waiting for you before we start. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, join it now. Hey, hi, Vito. How are you doing, Vito? Hi, Joe. Okay, good evening, gentlemen and lady. As you all know, we all want to make over our finances. And as I've spoken to most of you, yes, I have my mentor here, who is Albert. So he's going to briefly talk about it, just briefly. Then the questions that you were asking me, you ask him, and it's going to cover everything about the business. So Albert, go ahead.
All right. How are y'all doing today? All right. Nice to meet everyone. Glad to see y'all here talking money. Right. So just to give you a brief synopsis about me, I was in the military. I did 23 years of service. I got to my 15-year mark in my military service, and I looked at my finances like I'm about to retire in the next 5 years. What am I going to look like? Well, I have been investing in my 401k from the moment I started in the military, and I was given 5%. Well, I got to my 15-year mark and only had $30,000 in my 401k because I had the market crash in 2000, 2001, the market crash again in 2008, again in 2012, and then again in 2019 with COVID. So I lost some more money recently. But what I realized is that I didn't know enough about my finances. So I started seeking education. I went out there, I started my own business. I started a gym. I put fitness equipment, got $25,000 worth of fitness equipment, opened my doors and realized that I had a $2,000 overhead and a $25,000 debt before I even brought in my first customer. But I didn't realize how to run a business financially. So I had to shut my doors and learn the financial game, right? So in that process, I got linked up with a mentor, Brian Bean, who's taught us, some amazing things. And then we end up partnering with a company called MWR Financial, right? So if you think about everybody you know, right? We got 5 things that we all 5 questions that we all got to ask ourselves, right? 1, do we want to pay less taxes? Taxes are our biggest expense and we don't even know it. You're taxed every day. Income tax, sales tax, armoire tax, luxury tax, property tax. You know what I'm saying? And you're over and over again, 2-3 times a day, and you don't even pay attention to it. By the time the year is gone, they've took a third of your pay and you don't even realize it. So we fail to realize that taxes are our biggest expense, and taxes cause debt. So they're husband and wife. They're married together. They came together and started beating up your pockets. And then, so now if you're go to school, get a good education so you can get a good job, which they told you all your life. But what they don't tell you is that education is going to put you in debt $100,000 before you even get a job that won't pay you enough to pay them loans back. Right. So they make you a cash flowing asset for the government and the banks. And then they got these 2 kids that come in and rob you after that. These 2 kids is called inflation, which you're seeing right now. Right. So when I first started driving my car, gas was 74 cents. Now gas prices are, up $4 or $5, and they'll never go back to 74 cents. Right. So every day your dollar is getting less, is going less and less further than it used to back in the day. You remember you used to go to soda machines and you used to get a pop for 25 cents. Now you paying $2-3 for that same drink, same size, ain't nothing changed but the price. Right. So you're in this rat race. We go to job, we live check to check, or check to Monday in my sense. I would get paid on Friday and be broke by Monday, right? and then I'm scrounging until we get back to the next week, right? So the only way we can get out of that is to ask these 5 questions, and they belong to everybody. So it's a financial game being played, and you're being robbed by the pen every day, right? Do you want to pay less taxes? Do you want discounts on your bills month after month, year after year?
Okay.
Do you want a higher credit score so you pay lower interest rates? Then you want to, everybody says they want to be debt free, but do you have a plan to get there and saving interest on the way there? And then don't you want to know where to invest that money so eventually you'll never have to work again, right? So that is the money game. The question is, they don't teach you this stuff growing up. They teach you a general education in school. They will never teach you a specialized education in finances. So that's what we're doing here. The education is invaluable. So we educate you on how things work. Prime example, I have dogs, and I didn't know I could write off my dogs as a business expense. So all the food and vet bills and all that stuff lowers my taxable income. I bring more of that money back home. I didn't know how to hire my kids, pay them $12,000 a year, lower my taxable income, money stays in my house, right? So all we're doing is showing you financial strategies so you can take the money back from the people who are stealing it from you every day. So you can invest it for yourself and still have it in a tax shelter. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I want to open the floor. I want to get all these questions that y'all may have out, right? I have to be on the corporate Zoom here in a minute. So I definitely want to get all the questions I can possibly get in before I have to jump on that Zoom. So
yeah,
we're going to open the lines if y'all ready to ask me a question y'all got.
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I think I want you to, say some more before I ask my question, because it's kind of dependent on the information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll wait to ask my question. But then it's particularly about, I guess, the business.
The business, yeah.
And paying less taxes with the business. That's the part that I'm seemingly interested in.
Okay, so what happens with taxes, right? So say me and you, Richard, you got a business, I don't, right? So we both have a house, we both drive a car, we both have a cell phone, we both have internet, right? So just say both of us make $50,000 a year on our job, right? We all get a standard deduction of $12,000. So your taxable income is $38,000, right? So you're going to get taxed at 33% because you get paid by a W-2, right? So now you got a business tied to your W-2, so you have a 1099. So now you got a business. This is without selling a product in your business. Now all of your bills become expenses. So now you can write off a certain square footage of your house, which lowers your taxable income. So just say 30% of it. For $1,000, you write off 30%. That's $300 a month times 12, right? Then you have kids. You can pay them $500 every 2 weeks. That's $12,000. Then you have your cell phone bill. That's another $100 a month you get to write off. Then you have average American drives 12 to 15,000 miles a year. Let's just say for easy math, you only do 10,000. That's another 62 cents. That's another $6,000, right? So out of just those 4 things that I just named, 12,000, 6,000. So 12 plus 6 is 18, plus your cell phone bill. That's another 1,000. So you're at 19, and then your internet, or you know what I'm saying, anything else, right? So that's $20,000 you just wrote off on your business. Now that 38 minus 20, now you're at 18,000. And because you're at 18,000 and you have a 1099, now you're taxed at 23 to 18%. And since you're on the lower half of that, you're going to be closer to 18%. So easy math, you know what I'm saying? You do the math. Do you want to pay taxes on 18,000 at 18% or 38,000 at 33%?
Yeah, so I understand the concept. Yeah.
Okay.
Reducing your taxable income and getting in a lower tax bracket. So I get that. So now I guess, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So now you have IRS enrolled agents that are going to show you how to adjust your W-4 and put that money back into your paycheck on your job by your next paycheck. So for me, it put $540 a month back into my paycheck when I was working. I took.
So actually, me, I'm okay with, you know, the IRS holding the money and me getting it later on, because if I take it now, you know, something will come after the money. So I actually prefer to get the money later on than now every month.
No, so what if you prefer to get it later on, what you're giving the government is a tax-free loan, right? All year long, they're investing it, making money off of your money. And then at the end of the year, you're getting it back after you've accrued all of this debt and inflation has hit your dollars. You can still do the same thing, except for you move it into an investment for yourself, no longer pay taxes on it. And you get to put that money in your house right now.
Okay. So I guess, what's next? Like, okay, if I want to, you know, take advantage of this, you know, what do I do? I guess what happens?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So what happens is it's a really simple process, right? We don't get any of your information. We just give you the education, right? What Frederick is going to do is send you a link. You'll get signed up, and then you have access to the experts. And it's you get your own back office in your computer. And then what you're going to upload, just like you upload a picture to Facebook, you're going to upload your tax returns and your pay stubs. And they will go through your last 3 years of pay stub and your last 3 years of taxes and your current pay stubs. And they're going to see if you missed out on any money. And if they did, they'll show you how to file and get it back, because your CPA might have done something wrong. We don't know, right? And then they're going to give you an adjusted W-4 that all you have to do is take that paper into your HR department, turn it in and say, I want to file this form. And then by your next paycheck, that money is back into your paycheck.
Okay. And Albert, if I can chip in here, you know, I know you're talking about the tax benefit, but you also get someone who's going to be working on your credit score for you as well as an added bonus. And for me, since I joined about a month ago, I've seen my credit score go up by almost 80 to 100 points just within a month. And you know, as your credit score goes up, you can start thinking about things like refinancing your home, or, you know, if you have business, if you have a business and you want to go with business credit, all those things, the credit benefit that you get as not something that you're really looking at for joining the business, you start enjoying the benefits of that as well. And when you talked about the money now against money later, we talk about the time value of money. You know, if you have money now, it's worth more than money keeping it till next year, as he talked about inflation as well. But there's something I wanted to chip in.
Okay, so and that's what we're getting at, right? So don't let 2 digits cost you 4 digits, right? Don't be afraid to see, most people are afraid to let $99 keep them from making $4,000, right? So I'm gonna give you my full story. I gave them my adjusted W-4 and it put $540 a month back into my paycheck. I took that $540 and eliminated $26,000 worth of debt in 8 months, right? Now that 8 months, that freed up $2,172. My credit score went from a 605 to a 797. I turned around and I started investing. I got a private reserve account for me and all my children. I got 3 kids and all of them have investments accounts. So all that money that I transferred into their account, the $500 a month, every 2 weeks that I put in their account, I started investing from those accounts. I was spending the money anyway, so might as well write it off and get that money back, right? So now now I'm investing in I have 4 private reserve accounts where my kids will they have their own banks, right? So they'll be able to finance their own stuff. I put my son in the business. He got a 752 credit score. He has no debt. Student loans and stuff are paid off. You know what I'm saying? The loss value, that $540 a month. Then I refinanced 2 homes, which saved me a total of from 3.75 down to 2.5s, which saved me $60,000 in interest on both houses. So that's $120,000 saved. So if I'd have let the little $140 stop me from letting the experts do the work, I'd have still been paying $120,000. I'd still have the $26,000 worth of debt. I wouldn't have the $540 a month back into my paycheck, and it wouldn't allow me to retire and no longer have to work a job.
I have a quick question.
Okay, that's some money. Go ahead.
Yeah, this one. I don't have like anything. I just want asking, like, in terms of like joining the membership. Once you join the membership, let's say you want someone to help you. Let's say you have many different things: taxes, housing, everything. Do you pay the same amount for all that, or does that increase as you add more things that you want the expert to help you on?
No, the services are the same. They never go up. They don't go down.
Okay. So it's always the same no matter what service you want.
Yeah, all the services are still $99 a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not going to change, right? So no matter how much you use them, they work for you. They're not, none of that's going to change.
Now, is this, so can they also help you, like things like student loans and all that stuff? Oh, that's some other
so
different.
we have one, Terry Reed. She was able to eliminate they removed $89,000 worth of student loans from her credit that she no longer has to pay.
So I have another question. So you talked about investment accounts. What kind of investment account is it, if I may ask?
So it's called a private reserve account. What it is it's how the Rockefellers actually got rich. If you put it's what banks do with your money as well. It's called arbitrage. So your money is not sitting in the bank. What they're doing is they put it in an insurance policy so they can't lose the money. Then they loan it to somebody for a credit card. They loan it to somebody else for a car note. They loan it to somebody else for a house. They loan it to somebody else for student loans. So they make 70, 80% interest off of your money. And that's why they have limits on when you can withdraw your money and how much you can withdraw, because their money's not sitting there anymore. So they're making money off of it and giving you less than 1% on your money.
And this one, what percentage do they give you?
Well, my private reserve account last year made 20.11% interest. That doesn't predict the future rate. I mean, because depending on how the markets and stuff go, but if the market crashes, I don't lose a dime. So if you got $100,000 in there and the market crashes, you still have $100,000 in there, but you can access it right now. So if you pulled out $40,000, your account's still going to grow like you got $100,000 in it, even though you're using this $40,000 for something else.
I have a question. You mentioned your expert being able to eliminate $89,000 from of student loans from somebody's credit. Is this like a federal loan that was defaulted, or just like a regular student loan that they eliminated the $89,000?
It was just regular student loans that she had on that was being reported for her for going to school.
Okay, and those were like federal loans or private loans? Do you know?
Both.
Okay. And then another question. So the experts, are they only helping on like investments within your company or investments outside of your company?
They do their investments inside the company, but they offer certain investments in the company. But they will advise you on any investment. So they work with everything. So they're going to look at all of your investments together and show you where you should be moving your money. So they may tell you, hey, you may want to pull it out of this and put it over here. And so they're going to do what's best for you. They may not even work with you because they say, hey, you may have too much debt, so we need you to go do this. But hey, I got to get on this other Zoom. I would love to answer some more questions, but I'm running behind right now.
Okay. Thank you, Albert. And hey, thank you all for coming. We didn't want to keep you long, but then you can always get back to me and we continue from there. Thank you very much and have a good evening, guys.
Thank you, guys. Yep.